Hello, hello, hello. First of all, can everybody hear me? That is the main one. Because I can always test out my microphone. No, I can always test out my webcam, but I can never test out my mic. And then once I know that people can hear me, I'll answer your questions. Because I might be on mute. So, guys, if anyone could let me, oh yeah, brilliant, thank you, guys. So here we are. This is the after party of the end of Breaking Bad. I cannot believe it. I was come like season 3, season 4. I was like, okay, hurry up. I need to get this over and done with. Where my watch list is getting so long. And then once season 5 came around, I was like, oh no, I don't want it to end. And as you can tell by the reaction, I'm very sentimental and I was so sad when it ended. But what a fantastic ending it was. And now let's answer some questions or some comments anyway. So, Dave, you say, and now you know why this show is so loved. Yes, definitely. And I even knew before watching this that this show became super, super popular once the story had wrapped up. So I knew it was going to get better and better and better. I just didn't realize how good it was going to get. This was incredible. I've got little music going on in the background because obviously this is a party, but it's actually distracting me, so I'm going to turn it off. Rocks, now you got Baby Blue stuck in your head. Yeah, they'll be there for a while. I mean, I could sing to you to make you forget about it, but you'll probably turn off, so I ain't doing that. Okay, and now everyone that's saying Better Call Saul. So, I said previously I had no plans in the near future to watch Better Call Saul because obviously my watch list is so big. However, a lot of you guys keep asking about it, so I'm gonna have to do it. But I cannot promise when. But I definitely will get round to doing it at some point. Laughter's crazy at the moment. Oh, so Stevia, you think Better Call Saul is it makes Breaking Bad even better. Yeah, I can imagine. You'll get a lot more context, a lot more in-depth, character development, especially like with Saul. And who else is in it? I know Jesse and Walter make an appearance in the final couple of episodes. Is Mike and Gus in it? I have a feeling that they are. Because, like I said, my Google alerts, where I have to look up Breaking Bad, the descriptions of the episodes to write down in my description on the video. Google seems to always give me updates on Better Call Saul, but I've actually never watched a single episode. So I don't know who's in it. Will I watch El Camino at some other point? Yes. So I didn't even know El Camino was a thing until like this season was airing, and everyone's like, "Are you going to watch El Camino afterwards?" And I'm like, "What is El Camino?" Though everyone keeps mentioning it, so I looked it up, and I know it's what happened with Jesse immediately after. And because it's only a film, I will definitely get around to doing that in the next couple of weeks. So I will definitely get onto that, but I can't give you a proper time frame for Better Call Saul. Have I seen any of the outtakes / bloopers? No, I have not seen anything. And I try not to in case I accidentally stumble upon spoilers. But now that this is all done, I could really go down such a massive rabbit hole of behind the scenes footage and outtakes and bloopers. So if anyone's got any recommendations for me, feel free to send them my way. Or if not, I'll just look them up on YouTube. Arinsky, you're here. Love that you're here. Samantha, it's so good you're here. Good morning. Oh my God, you got Lydia the tattooed lady stuck in your head. That's the ringtone, isn't it? Oh, Lydia. I don't really remember it now, but yeah. Todd, he was such a random one. I hated him so much, but he did provide me a bit of comedy, so can't hate him too much, especially now he's dead. Bye, babes. Oh, and Samantha, here's a plot twist, everyone. Don't come for her, but she did not like Better Call Saul. So, and yeah, please, no spoilers to anything. You guys have been amazing when it comes to not giving any spoilers out. It's been fantastic. I think I had like one or two, but they were deleted before I actually got to see them. So, yay. Okay, Lands. Baby Blue fits so well that they think it was written for the show. The group performed it called Badfinger, and it was released in 1971. Really? That is some old song. Well, it's not really that old, but it was definitely a while back. The bloopers are great. Highly recommend. Yep, I will get onto it. I might even do this after this, you know. Oh yeah, Rox, your reaction to the ringtone cracked me up. It was so stupid. I was like in tears, ready to throw myself off a cliff because I'm that dramatic. And then that ringtone came up, and it was just like it was brief, but I needed it. I just needed that one moment respite from the despair that I was feeling. So it served me well. I loved it. Chelsea, how am I? I am really good. I'm really tired. So here it's just gone 2:30 in the afternoon. And so I was up at 6 o'clock sorting out all the premiere and this live and sorting out all admin work. And then I went to work, and then work was really busy. And then I finished work and came back here, and I was so tired. I was like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to cope. But about 5 coffees later, and I'm good to go. How are you? How is everyone? I want to know how everyone's doing. Yeah, you just finished. Needed a Kleenex as well. Yeah, for sure. It was great watching this with you. Thanks. On to the next one. Oh, thank you so much, Holotron. That was. Do you know what? Before this episode aired, so I'd recorded it, obviously, cried my little eyes out, edited it, and it was scheduled because they go onto my Patreon in their full episodes first before they come onto YouTube. And that period of where it was scheduled to be released, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm a bit embarrassed. I need to stop crying like a little baby on the internet. And I was a bit weary to upload it, but I had to. Could you imagine if I didn't upload that final episode? But yeah, it was very sad, and I needed a lot of tissues afterwards. And then when I went to the pub afterwards, because I went to the pub about 2 hours afterwards, a lot of people in there had watched Breaking Bad, so I spent literally the whole afternoon talking about the whole series. It was a really good day, actually. Do 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 do. Lily, neither did I. Oh, we've got other people in this chat that did not like Better Call Saul. So it's quite divided. I honestly enjoyed Better Call Saul more than Breaking Bad, but I love them both. It's just got a slight edge. Yeah, see, this is quite polarizing, isn't it? People either don't like it or they really, really like it. And I don't know why. Is it because you're comparing it to the other show? Is it one of those shows that you could have it as a standalone kind of viewing? Did it add to Breaking Bad? Did it take from Breaking Bad? I want to know why you do like it and why you don't like it. Okay, here comes Lance with a big spoiler. All this never happened. It was just a nightmare. Oh, I'll put a link to what really happened. Could you imagine right in the end when Walt was just laying there dead, and then he just woke up right in the beginning of the first episode? I would not know how I'd feel about that, to be fair. Okay, Stevia, I like Better Call Saul better as well. I think it's a matter of pacing. How many seasons are there of Better Call Saul? Is it 6? Would BB be in the top 3 shows that you have watched? Yeah, by far. By far. I was enjoying it anyway. Season 4. I was like, wow, this is really good show, actually. I'm really, really invested. When Gus got his little old face blown up, I was like, oh my days, this show is gangster. And then the second half of season 5, I was like spellbound by what I was watching, every minute of it. So it is definitely top 3, maybe even top 2. Maybe it's recency bias as well, but at the moment, yeah, Game of Thrones. and no, see, here I am. Breaking Bad are pretty on par, but Breaking Bad had the better ending. Controversial. Oh my god, I'm talking so much. I'm not even up to date with the chat. Let's go back. Let's go back. You should totally listen to Groucho sing Lydia. It's hilarious. Yeah. Once I finish this live, I'm going to go back over all of these recommendations and suggestions in the live chat. And yeah, I'm going to go down the rabbit hole. It's fun. Okay, Chelsea, you can't stay here for too long because you're waiting to book. You're going on holiday. Oh, yes, Queen. Go. Forget about me. Go enjoy your life. Enjoy your vacation. Where are you going if you're still here? Erinsky? Is that how I pronounce your name? Erinsky. Oh yeah, you're at work. Shh. Be very, very quiet. I hope you're hearing my loud, obnoxious voice through headphones so you don't get told off. Oh, Better Call Saul is more intellectual. That does not sell it to me. I'm thick as shit, remember? Lily says, I'm pretty sure Samantha and her are in the minority. A lot of people love it. Yeah, well, I'm definitely at some point gonna give it a go. And once I start things, I do tend to feel the need to finish them. Prior to YouTube, though, I never finished any projects in my life. And then when I finished Game of Thrones, I was well chuffed with myself. I felt like I had accomplished a lot. And all I was literally doing was sitting down and watching a TV show. You should watch the alternative ending video. Wait, is this... He wakes up and it was all a dream, an actual thing. I thought we were just joking about there. Oh, I could imagine what the alternative ending would be. I'll have to watch it for sure. Okay, Taylor, I really like Better Call Saul. It doesn't quite reach the heights of Breaking Bad, but it is really good. Oh, yeah, so you do get to see Gus and the Salamancas. Oh, my little salad dressing brothers. I love them. And there is 6. Thank you, Stevia. Jane, you like the later seasons of Better Call Saul more than the early ones, but you liked Breaking Bad better. Well, I feel like that over Breaking Bad. Not that any of it was bad, but it definitely got progressively better as it went on. They literally found like their momentum, and unlike a lot of shows that run out of steam, it just kept going right to the very end. Oh, it's got the same amount of episodes, 62. Oh, don't tell me the episode count. Oh, it's so daunting. Especially if it takes me 62, if it takes me a whole year to get through 62 episodes, I feel like I'm going to be an old granddad on here by the time I get through all the shows that everyone's recommended. So, yeah, Rox is saying Better Call Saul is its own show and it is very connected to Breaking Bad. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, because I feel invested in some of these characters as well, it's easy to slide into a new show already finding your footing a little bit. Oh, but saying that, Taylor then said it takes a bit of getting into. So who knows? Okay, well, you can watch Better Call Saul without having watched Breaking Bad, but it will be a lot less, have a lot less impact because if things hit harder if you already know all the characters. Yeah, literally what I was just saying, for sure. Because a lot of you might not know this, but I started this channel watching scripted dramas. But in my everyday life, when I'm not on camera, I don't watch any scripted stuff. I watch a lot of reality stuff and a reality competition based stuff. And when say Survivor or Amazing Race or RuPaul's Drag Race, when previous contestants come back for a new season, you're so much more invested because you already know the people. So I can totally see how Better Call Saul is like that. Rox, it definitely makes you see Breaking Bad in a different light. Oh God. Because obviously Better Call Saul's just finished, hasn't it? Has anyone gone back to watch Breaking Bad, having watched everything from Better Call Saul? Because I do like a rewatch. Hence why I love reactions. Hence why I became a reactor. Chelsea, you're going to Antigua for 2 weeks. Girl, I went from excited to damn right jealous of you. I need to go there right now. I went there once and I was actually in Jamaica and it was like a day trip to Antigua. So I only saw like a white sand beach for a couple of hours. So I'm so jealous. Enjoy it. Be safe. Have a fantastic time. And hopefully I'll see you when you get back. Rocks. There's an actual alternative ending video where he wakes back up as a house for Malcolm in the Middle. I think you guys might be pulling my leg here a little bit. I mean, I know I'm naive, but please. And funnily, you should say that actually, because I was talking to a friend a couple of weeks ago about Breaking Bad, and they haven't seen it, but they did say, "Isn't it mad that that's the same guy from Malcolm in the Middle?" And I was like, "Oh my god, it actually is." Because I've not watched Malcolm in the Middle in years. I was never an avid fan of it. I used to watch it. It used to like be on before The Simpsons when I was a kid. So I never used to watch it. But yeah, then I was like, oh my god, it is him in it. He's such a good actor. And so is Jesse. Oh my days. The acting that Aaron Paul portrayed, especially in the final season, it was so impactful. Loved it. Lance, you are such a fun and entertaining person. If you want more subscribers, maybe you show more time to time a blockbuster. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to get my movies out. The only issue is I'm a very busy person. So I usually only have about a 50-minute period where I can sit down and watch an episode of something. And then that takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to edit it. With movies, some movies are like 3 hours long. So I've got to find a time out of my schedule for 3 hours. And then it takes a whole day's worth of editing. So I do try, but it's a bit slow, especially where I'm trying to pump out episodic videos of the TV shows I'm watching. That's why I don't want to have too many TV shows on the go, because I do want to keep movies in the mix. But it's just finding the time. When will you finish the Twilight series? So yeah, a lot of my movies are franchises, and I've not got round to finishing them. In fact, I've only watched the introduction film to them. I am going to, because I'm only going to concentrate on The Walking Dead for the next couple of months and House of the Dragon, which is only one video a week. I'm going to have a lot more time for movies. So I plan to get back to everything that I've left off at. I'm not going to introduce any new movies anytime soon. Do not hold me to that. But I need to get back to Saw, Final Destination, Twilight, everything, because I really want to, because they were fun and they were quite easy to pump out. So I do want to get back to it. No, it's pronounced as Erinsky. Erinsky. Wait, Erinesque. Oh, Div. See, I did it wrong again. Erinesque. Oh, I love that. It was given to me by a professor of mine. Oh, what is the backstory of that? I would love to know. Erinesque, Erinesque, Erinesque. Watch me still fuck that shit up. I'm so thick. Okay, yes, because Better Call Saul makes Breaking Bad a stronger story. Adds a lot to Breaking Bad. Yep. I feel ya. I definitely will get onto it at some point. El Camino is like the next episode of Breaking Bad. Watch it ASAP. Yep, and that is because I read the quick Wikipedia thing on it, and does that start as soon as Jesse is driving away from that last scene that we just watched, and then how he's trying to sort his life out, basically. I think Better Call Saul will reveal a lot of new things about Breaking Bad and context for many events we didn't know before. See, I do like stuff like that. I feel like I've got a lot of context because I've been watching it with this community. A lot of people have given me a lot of backstory. So yeah, I feel like I know a little bit of context with a lot of things, but I probably don't. And that's what Better Call Saul's for, right? There is a reason why it's 62 episodes. There's 62 element. Oh, really? See, this show is so smart. Once once this had finished airing, if I was one of the screenwriters for this around the table, I would look at my fellow screenwriters and I'd be like, we did a really good job here. I would be really, really proud if I'd worked on this show. Davenport is super underrated. Yeah, I was also thinking, outside of Breaking Bad, like I said though, I don't watch a lot of scripted television shows, but I've not really seen him in anything else. What else has he been in? I'm sure he has, but like I right over my head. Olatron, have you thought about doing feature films, or have you seen a lot of films already? Meaning you can't do these genuine first time reactions. Yeah, so if I've seen a film, I won't do a reaction to it because it won't be my first time watching. But I've not watched a lot of films at all. I've watched some films, but the majority of the recommendations I get, luckily, I haven't watched, so I can add them to my watch list. I think maybe 2 out of 10 recommendations, I'm like, oh, I've already seen that, so I can't do it. So yeah, if you've got any recommendations, go for it. I'll add it to the watch list. God knows when I'll get around to doing it. But as winter and autumn/fall approaches, I like to hibernate. I do not like the cold weather, and I do not like socializing when it's dark at 5 p.m. So I'll have a lot more time. So from, let's say, October to March coming up, loads of content. I hope to pump out loads and loads and loads of stuff. That is the plan. Jesse was supposed to be killed off in season 1. Really? That would have really changed the vibe of the whole show, I think. But then again, saying that, Jesse for me didn't become a really loved character until about season 2. I think after his reaction to Jane dying, that made me look at Jesse in a new way. At first, I was like, just a casual viewer interested in what was going on. But after that, I was like proper invested in Jesse's journey. And luckily I was, because he was like the only one who basically made it out alive. Better Call Saul was a great show on its own. Sorry, my screen just went. But what it adds to Breaking Bad in content makes it worth it even more. Yeah, I can imagine. And I'm sure there's like some sentimental value in it as well. I need to watch the finale. Sam, have you not even watched the finale and you're still hanging out here? I'm going to be on here for about another half hour. So I don't know what to suggest for you to do. If you want to jump off here and jump on there, I really won't mind, but I probably won't be here when you get back. Maybe I'm in a minority, but I got into Better Call Saul straight away. The reveals in the first episode sold me. Oh, I like stuff like that because now you've got me intrigued. I'm like, what reveals in what first episode? Maybe if you wanted, when you watch Better Call Saul, maybe release 3 episodes in one video, just the full. Yeah, I could do. Are they normal 43, 45-minute episodes? Yeah, I feel like I could have a little play around. Or if not, even if I do when I've got a bit of time, like do 3 episodes a week. Because at the moment I'm pumping out like 4 episodes a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And it does have me a little bit frazzled. I've noticed even in this live stream, I've got a nice little grey hair popping up. And that weren't there before I watched this last season. So look what it's done to me. Okay, where are we going? Where are we? I've never finished a project in my life. Yeah, that's the way I am. I can't help it. Keeps my life interesting, I suppose. Heather, thank you for making it. I'm here for about a half hour more, so you've not really missed anything. I've just been rambling. Mike only appeared on a show because Saul Bob Odenkirk was busy and couldn't clean up after Jane's death. Okay, I was a bit hesitant now. I was like, oh my god, am I about to read a spoiler? But no, okay, it's all clear. Oh, okay. So he's not like a main character. Cool beans. So Better Call Saul is also a sequel. Why? Is there... Oh, I'm answering questions, but then I'm answering... Don't give me spoilers, so you can't even answer the questions. I'm going to assume by that there must be some kind of time jump within the 6th series. Maybe? Aaron Paul is in Westworld. And he also did BoJack Horseman. I've never heard of any of those. Is Westworld... I don't know. I have no idea. And I've definitely never heard of BoJack Horseman. What the hell is that? So yeah, everyone keeps saying it's a prequel and a sequel. I don't understand how that would work. El Camino is really fun to watch after finishing Breaking Bad. Yep, I will get onto that in the next couple of weeks, for sure. By the end of September, El Camino will be out. That I will promise. But that's the only promise I can make. They're about the same length as Breaking Bad episodes. Thank you for letting me know. Don't think of Better Call Saul only as an amplifier for Breaking Bad. It has its own plot which builds throughout the series, like Breaking Bad, and it is better written in my opinion. Is there a character called Kimmy in Better Call Saul? Because my Google alerts, I bet you, let me look at my Google News, I bet you there'll be a Better Call Saul article somewhere. Look, straight away. Better Call Saul star passed by Lucky role for MCU film. See, I've never even watched an episode of this. My phone's listening to me, I'm telling you now. Be careful out there, people. Honestly, do you read the comments even if you don't respond? Yeah, I do. I read every comment. Well, I feel like I get through every comment. And I do try to respond as much as possible, but well, I'm busy or lack of internet connection and on a weekend, it's really quite hard on my Friday videos when people comment on that because not to say I'm a raging pisshead or anything, but on a Friday and a Saturday, I am usually in party mode. So those 2 days sometimes are a bit of a blur for me. But yeah, I try to respond to as much as I can, which is kind of what I'm a bit nervous about my channel growing too much because although I'm so happy because today I reached 3,500 subscribers today. So thank you everyone so much. But when it was only 350 subscribers, it was so much more easier to respond to every single comment than it is now. But I do try my best. Sam, you like watching my reaction to horror films? Oh my god, but they're so scary. I can't even cope. But saying that, I think I hyped them up in my head because I thought I was going to be watching all those horror films shaken to my core. And although I was a little bit shaken to my core, I was able to manage them and get through them. And I might even watch more. I definitely want to continue the horror franchises throughout October because it just seems like the perfect time to do it, isn't it? Okay, don't spoil Better Call Saul for me. Let me figure it out for myself. Okay, so I'm gonna apologize because I'm kind of enticing you to give me information. Yeah, but don't. If you feel like it might spoil or take anything away from me, just ignore me, basically. Oh yeah, so Kim. Oh, Charlie, nice seeing you here. I remember because me and Charlie, we are Facebook friends. And we live in similar areas. And way back when I first started season 1, he slid into my DM and was like, "Oh, mate, you wait. This is going to be such a good show." And it's been a year later, and I've finally finished. That's the story of my life, to be fair. So thank you. Yeah, Kimming, all the same, really, isn't it? 3 timelines we see in Better Call Saul: before, during, and after. Oh, that's quite cool. That'll be random. Words written in red. Yeah, you made it. Oh, I don't know if I need to change the times of my premieres and lives because I do it at 2 p.m. where I live because that's usually first thing in the morning for everyone. But sometimes that just doesn't work with people's routine, and I want to do what I can to try include everyone. So That is a work in progress, figuring out how to not miss anyone out. It is a spoiler to explain why, but just know it's primarily a prequel, but it is also a sequel. But to explain how it's spoilers. Okay, then don't. Better Call Saul. Just finished. Oh yeah, just finished it myself. Another fine addition to the Breaking Bad universe. Yeah, I get those articles on my phone too. If you want to watch Better Call Saul, try to avoid them. Yeah, I don't actually press on them. And a lot of times, whenever things come up on my Google alerts, if you don't press on them enough times, then they disappear, and our phone's like, "Oh, you're obviously not interested." But it must be listened to me because the amount of times I've said "Better Call Saul" in the last month, my phone must think I'm addicted to it. Do not look up Google recommendations Better Call Saul. They mention major spoilers in the titles and thumbnails. Yeah, I feel like I've been told a couple of things, hence why I know that Jesse and Walt make an appearance. But yeah, I do not press on them, even if it's Breaking Bad related. I mean, I can now, Breaking Bad wise, because there's nothing else for me to be about, I guess. Let's show this one that's held for a view. Samantha, have I seen Titanic yet? I have seen Titanic. I watched it for the first time on this channel, so you can go onto my channel and watch it. And it is actually my most viewed video on my channel. I think people just like seeing me cry like a baby. So maybe pop over and watch that afterwards. That is like my favorite film of all time. Well, one of them. But it's a long one, isn't it? 3 hours. Lord God. And an hour and a half of it's people dying. Why would I put myself through shit like that? Oh, apparently things have been spoiled a lot in Better Call Saul. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Because like I said, it's a weekend. It's Friday, Saturday. I'm about to get myself turned up later. And hopefully I'll forget a lot. I feel like half this I forgot because people are saying they're spoilers, but I don't understand. Okay, words written in red. You get off work in an hour. Good. It's time to relax. Enjoy your weekend. And Rox, sorry if you get carried away. For me, it goes right over my head because I don't really understand what it's in reference to. A lot of people are like, "Oh my god, I can see how that would be a spoiler because you guys got the context." I'm oblivious, so I ain't got a clue. What are some of my favorite movies? Okay, like I just said, Titanic is definitely up there. I've just been watching the Disney films that are coming out every weekend on my channel. Moana was amazing, like amazing. So if I was to go for children's movies, that. If I was going to go for a tearjerker, it will be Titanic. If I was going to go for a horror, I really like the concept of Final Destination, how that played out. Well, I liked quite a few of them, to be fair. If I was going to go for comedy, Scary Movie, that franchise is one I've got to get back to as well. That had me howling. It was so funny. What other? I don't watch a lot of romance rom-coms, so I can't give a favorite movie there. I'm just trying to think. What is like my favorite movie of all time? Oh, the Harry Potters. Lord God, that's the whole reason I started a reaction channel. In the lockdown, I was watching like all 8 films. I was watching people react to it like in one sitting a day. So I watch all 8, like a person react all 8 films one day. Then the next day I watch another person, and then it got to the point where I was like, I feel like I could do this too. Have I seen Stranger Things? Maybe give that a reaction. Okay, so when it comes to Stranger Things, I watched the first episode. I don't even know if I watched it all, but I feel like I have seen one episode, and it was boys, and someone went missing, And then a girl turned up, but they thought it was a boy and she didn't speak. So they continued to think she was a boy. I don't know. I don't know. But apart from that, no, I've not seen it. But I know that's huge. And I did want to add that to the watch list. But I found out that the most recent season is like each episode's like 1,000 hours long. And I thought, I ain't got no time for that. So, but who knows? Okay, where am I now? Oh my god, best way to start the weekend. I'd like with you. Words written in red, thank you so much. You have always been such a good support system for me, for sure. I appreciate it. Moana is my favorite Disney movie. Listen, I cannot express how much I love that film. That is coming out. So Frozen comes out tomorrow, and then the week following is Moana. And without giving too much spoilers away about A, the film if you haven't seen it, and B, my reaction, I am obsessed. Congratulations, you completed when many refer to as the greatest show of all time. Is The Walking Dead season 4 next, or you're not sure? Yes. So people who are here who watched The Walking Dead, I did initially want it to come out on Monday, but I've not had time to sit down and even watch it yet. And I live in a block of flats or at an apartment complex, and my neighbours just moved out, and so there's a lot of maintenance men in there banging and crashing away. So depending on how long they take will depend on how long, because it interferes with my recordings. So once they stop that, I'm gonna get straight into it. I don't know if they're working this weekend, and if not, I'll try and get a couple of episodes watched, edited for next week. But yeah, The Walking Dead season 4 is next on the list. Okay, Erinesque. My art professor looked at my artwork and told me he had never seen anything like it in all of history with an interest in Egyptian influence. So much that he said my style was very Erin-esque. Got ya! Oh, I love that. See, I need to use Instagram more so I can add a load of you on Instagram and see your like life and your artwork and things that you do. Stevia, have I watched Shawshank Redemption? I have. That is up on this channel as well, so feel free to go find that after this live. That was sad. If you thought I ugly cried at Breaking Bad, Shawshank Redemption, those last 15 minutes, I was a snotty mess. That was a really good film. Rusty, you just got done watching the Breaking Bad finale, and I did a great job. Thank you so much. It was a year well spent. It really was. Have you ever watched Arrival? It is a movie about aliens coming to Earth and the humans trying to find a way to communicate with the aliens, learning their language, and it's very interesting in my opinion. Never even heard of it. Arrival. I'll give it a quick Google search because after this live, I'll go back through everything and jot down everything that people have been recommending. And then I'll see if it's something that I'll be into, but I'm pretty much into anything. Please react to Stranger Things. Yeah, well, because yeah, it is on my watch list, but it's quite far down my watch list at the moment. Next is definitely The Walking Dead. I want to get a couple of seasons of The Walking Dead out of the way, before adding another TV show, because like I said, I also want to add some movies into it. Not Disney, but have you watched Coco? No, never even heard of it. Coco, I'll look that up as well. I might have, if I like Google stuff and then like the poster comes up, I might think, oh, actually, I have seen of it, but I didn't know it was called that, and I've never seen it. You are one of my favorite The Walking Dead reactors. Oh, thank you so much. It is such a good show. That's a stressful show as well. So I'm going to definitely take the weekend to decompress before the stress starts right back up. The Walking Dead was fun up until around season 5, and then it just became the same old BS show. And I thought the acting was often over the top. Yeah, a lot of people do say around season 5 to season 7 is where they start to fall off. So I have promised to watch up until at least season 7. That is a promise I have made. And then it's all kind of up in the air after that. But like I said, I do like to try finish things. Oh, but you are in the minority. Someone's in the minority because they love the later seasons. You're not necessarily in the minority. I know a lot of people do like the old, the newer seasons of The Walking Dead. Um, so who knows? Come season 7, I might be like, do you know what? I'm too invested to say goodbye to these people. I need to know how their story plays out. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. But apparently, everyone was feeling that at the end of season 3. So I'm just gonna see how it plays out and just go from there, really. I just need to have a puff of my vape, guys. And it's kiwi, passion fruit, and guava. And a lot of people ask if this is because obviously they sometimes appear in my reactions because I can't help it. Because I'm giving up smoking. I've not just taken this up because it's like the thing. I am using it as a stepping stone to give up smoking tobacco. But a lot of people ask if this is like CBD or THC. And no, it's not. That's like totally illegal in my country. So we're not allowed to partake in anything like that. So I try not to. Yeah, bad influence on us all. Oh, I know. I'm going to corrupt you all. Like I'm a bad influence on you guys by smoking a bit of a vape. Have you not just watched the show that we've just finished? That is crazy. And actually, weirdly enough, this week, and I can't give too much away because I don't know who's watching, life imitates art. I know someone who has just been. Oh, I don't know how much I could say. Oh, I'm going to say it anyway. I know someone who's just been arrested for drug dealing drama. And I thought, oh my God, I know all about drug dealing now. Let me help. I'll be Soul. I'll get him off. Obviously, I couldn't because I'm shit. Okay, I really liked the earlier seasons of The Walking Dead. The later seasons, in my opinion, are worse for sure. But I wouldn't say they're bad, just not as good. Yeah, I can imagine they get quite repetitive because the premise of the show is making sure you don't get killed by zombies. Go ahead. Mine is apple strawberry. Oh, I've never had apple strawberry before. I don't even know if they do it. Mine's Elf Bar. I don't know if they're available like worldwide, but they're like super popular here in the UK. And I like this is my favorite. Well, one of my favorite flavors, and cherry cola and grape. But yeah, they're just 2% nicotine. So they curb the craving for a while. There's a lot of filler episodes on The Walking Dead. There's also 11 seasons, which is a bit much. I know. This is what I was so hesitant to even start in the first place. I pushed it off for like 6 months because 11 seasons is a long time. If it takes me a year to get through 60 episodes, it's going to take me. I'm going to be in a nursing home by the time I finish The Walking Dead. And then people also want me to watch Fear the Walking Dead in the meantime. I'm like, Lord God. I've kind of trapped myself a little bit on YouTube when it comes to TV episodes because that was never the plan. Well, to be fair, none of this was ever the plan. I just wanted something to do during a lockdown. The lockdown's been over for a long time now, and here I still am. I just can't stay away. This is like my meth. I think you have an advantage because of binge watching. A lot of us, The Walking Dead fans, had to watch weekly. Yeah. I can imagine. You had to watch weekly or had to wait yearly for the next season. And then you build up all of these ideas in your head of how you want the show to go or theorize. And it's also a comic book or a graphic novel. So people expect or can try to compare it. Whereas me, I can watch it as and when, and I have no back context to it. I might enjoy it a little bit more. Oh, you just took the punch and joined my Patreon. Thank you so much. I need to be more active on there, but I do try on a Monday and Tuesday to pump out the full length episodes of whatever I'm watching that week. Next up on there is going to be early releases of The Walking Dead. So if that's something you're into and you've got a few spare pennies, then go for it. But if not, don't worry, they'll be here on YouTube soon enough. What shows do you like more than Breaking Bad, if there is any? So yeah, Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones they're the main two shows that I've watched in its entirety here on YouTube, and they are very much on par, big. But when I'm not watching stuff on camera, I am watching a lot of reality competition shows. So RuPaul's Drag Race, Survivor, Amazing Race, stuff like that. They're like my favorite kind of shows. I like watch them all the time. The Challenge. I don't know why. I just like watching people strategize and kick each other off shows. Okay. Where are we? So, I've lost it. Okay, since you look up the suggestions from here, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Lucky Number 11, a lot of fun and twist. Is that got Brad Pitt in it, Lucky Number 11? If so, I haven't seen it, but I think my mama had it on VHS or DVD years ago, but I never got around to watching it. But then again, we might not even be talking about the same thing. Don't watch Fear the Walking Dead. It's a 6 out of 10 at best, coming from a pretty big fan of the original show. To be fair, I didn't really have any plans to watch Fear the Walking Dead because, like I keep saying, my schedule's so crazy as it is. Adding spin-off shows during the watching of the main show, I just can't cope. Better Call Saul, second best show ever. Okay, high praise. Yeah, I can imagine, especially if they're all connected, they would be very similar, especially if they're written by the same team. The comic fans putting pressure, wanting certain storylines interfered with the writing, in my opinion. I think that's the same with Game of Thrones, as you know, because people had read Game of Thrones, had invested years and years and years into it. So the ending, how it ended, I could see why people were frustrated. Where with me, I didn't know any of that. So I was just watching casually, binging it, and I really enjoyed it. Rusty, I fucking love Survivor. Oh, it's my favorite thing in the whole entire world. I found that in the pandemic as well, and I've watched every single season, every international season. It is, and got everyone in my radius into it too. I'm like, you will watch these people starve to death on an island and be savage and backstab each other. And Survivor UK has just been announced in the UK, so I'm going to apply for that. I could do with losing a bit of weight and being stuck on an island. Have you ever played the Telltale game, The Walking Dead? I'm not sure if you like games, but I would definitely recommend. I know it's controversial, but I like the story of the game more than the show. I've never even heard of it. Is that something that I can play without being spoilt on the show? Let me know. Can I talk about the characters on Breaking Bad? My favorites and the best actors. Okay, let's get into this for a little while. Let's talk about Breaking Bad. So, my favorite character by the end of it all was Jesse, for sure. I also really, really liked Walt. I loved the fact that I knew I shouldn't like him, but I did like him. And even when I really didn't like him, I was so invested in the rest of his journey up until this point that I didn't want anything bad to happen to him, but I knew he deserved bad things to happen to him because he wasn't a very good person. But because I'd been on his side this whole time, yeah, Jesse, Walt, Hank. I thought Hank was a really, really good character. I really wanted Marie. I was slating this woman from the very beginning, and I really thought that she was going to do a U-turn and be such a substantial character. And I still stand by the fact that I do not think she was. I would say they should have added more to her storyline, but I don't know what that would have ended up looking like. Because all I knew about her, apart from her being Hank's wife, was she liked to shoplift every once in a while. I really enjoyed. I loved Gus. I wish I got to know more of Mike. Skylar, did not like her in season 1. Once she found out what was a drug dealer, and then she got a revenge by sleeping with her old boss, Ted. I thought, okay, this girl might have a bit of flavour to her. But towards later on in the seasons, I did actually end up really appreciating her. I really liked Gomez. I wish we got more of him, or maybe we did get enough of him, but I just didn't pay him enough attention as I should have. Who else was there? Walt Jr., Flynn. He was fine. Like, I still don't understand about his name. I wish we had a bit of an epilogue, like 1 year later. What happened with Skylar, Walt, Holly, and Marie after the events? Because I feel like that's slightly unanswered. But yeah, there wasn't a character I really disliked. I really liked Hector. Who would have thought I really liked Hector? That bell still to this day gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh my god, my voice is running out. Game of Thrones will be the best show ever if the ending wasn't bad. Yeah, a lot of people think that. I mean, I enjoyed it, apart from well, I can't really say without it spoiling it. But the person who ended up on the throne, I did not care for that at all. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is great. I'll look into that. Yeah, Sam, you watched the whole thing on Patreon like earlier on in the week, didn't you? You just couldn't wait. And I love that. That's why they're there, for those who can't wait. I love your reaction. Keep them up. Thank you so much. I have the comics, but I haven't read any of them yet. What's stopping you from reading them? And now I've just lost where I was. Oh, yeah. The Sopranos is amazing. That's another one that's been recommended a lot. Pretty much invented crime shows with the bad guy as the main character. It's probably it's second best show of all time after Breaking Bad. Yes, that was. When you look at the top 5 shows of all time, The Sopranos are in every single list. Lucky Number 11 has... Oh, it has a lot of big names. But no Brad Pitt. Where did I get that from then? Maybe I've never heard of it then. Are you going to watch El Camino? Yeah, that'll be up by the end of September. I can't promise you when, but it will be. What shows am I doing next? So I am doing The Walking Dead season 4 and 5. I'm kind of going to do that uninterrupted, apart from House of the Dragon, which starts on Sunday. So it should air on Monday here. So that should be up Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever I can find a time. And then after that, after season 5 or 6 of The Walking Dead, I will be adding another TV show in the mix. A lot of people are recommending Lost. So I might have to put a poll up, and whichever one wins gets it. I feel really bad because I get so many recommendations, and whenever I choose one, I feel like I've completely ignored the request of other people. So it's trying to appease everyone that I struggle with a lot. Maybe I shouldn't be as open to suggestions as I keep saying I am. I get myself backed in the corner a little bit. Yes, Sopranos is a great top 3 favourite show. You should check out El Camino. Yep, I'm going to get onto that, I promise. Yep, love Jesse from the start. Yeah, see, I didn't. I was just like, I just thought he was like Walt's tag along for a while, until Jane died, and then I saw a really vulnerable state. Well, actually, it's an episode because I've got one episode missing from my Breaking Bad playlist, and that is season 1, episode 4, because I had a lot of technical difficulties and could never recover the footage. And that was meeting Jesse's parents and finding out how ashamed they are of him. I think it was then I thought, oh, actually, this poor kid, he's just, life's fucked him up a little bit. But then when Jane died and he tried to get himself clean and stuff, and then his reaction to killing, what was his name? Gail? Oh my God, I nearly forgot. Oh, I love Gail too. His reaction to killing him, I thought, oh my God, this man is protected at all cost. I want to sponsor him for £3 a day. So yeah, Jesse was such a good character. I've never played games, but the Walking Dead game is amazing. They let you make your own choice that influences the story, and it's pretty much not connected to the show. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. Any The Leftover fans in this chat? Stevia wants to know, if you like The Leftovers, let her know. I've never even heard of it. Okay, there's no spoilers of The Walking Dead in that show. Okay, same universe, but completely different. Got it. good. Then I won't feel bad looking into it and not fearing getting spoiled by anything. Jesse and Hank were my favourites. Yeah, they really, really were. They were. Even though in the beginning with Hank, I thought, oh my God, he's so chauvinistic. He's so cocky. He's so arrogant. He's a little bit racist as well. I'm never going to root for him. And everyone was like, you just watch. And then I did watch. And then I did root for him. And then he died. And then I cried. So it was a whole event. After watching Better Call Saul, Jesse is the best character. After Better Call Saul, okay. Interesting. There are like 2 cameos, I think, where the characters are just share a name and face. No spoilers of the show. Okay, we're talking about that game again. There isn't any bad actors in Breaking Bad. Everyone did a good job. They really did. That's why I cried so much at the end. I was so invested. They sold that shit to me 100%. Especially Jesse. Aaron Paul's acting that whole final season, it was probably good the whole entire time. But you know when someone is so good that you're so aware that someone is just showcasing their talent right in front of your eyes. I was just spellbound. I was like, do you know what? I know drama's happening, but can we just take a moment to appreciate your skill, sir? He did so good. I agree about Fear the Walking Dead. I watched it, but I didn't like it. Oh, okay. You guys are really talking me out of Fear the Walking Dead. Thank you for that. This is my perspective of Breaking Bad, El Camino, Better Call Saul. Number 1, Saul. Number 2, Mike. Number 3, Jesse. Oh, okay. I like Saul as a character. I really did. That's why I'm not writing off Better Call Saul, because I do think he's an interesting character. I think the fact that he has loads of clients that are like dodgy folk, I think that's well interesting. So I'm definitely not writing it off. What are the ground rules? Are we allowed to tell him where he can get more of Mike? I don't know. Yeah, chat, answer that. El Camino is the epilogue you're looking for. Yeah, but that doesn't have like Marie and Skylar and Walt Jr. in it, does it? I think that's just solely based on Jesse. I don't know. Could be wrong. I literally briefly skimmed it because I don't like looking at spoilers. Sometimes I've got to look at things like with one eye shut. Better Call Saul improves on Breaking Bad without relying on Breaking Bad to be good. He's in Belize. Wait, what are we talking about? Who's in Belize? Better Call Saul surpasses. Okay, yeah, it's very polarizing. Better Call Saul. Some people are like not worth it. Other people are like it is amazing. Some people are like it's on par with Breaking Bad. Some people are like it's better than Breaking Bad. I like polarizing stuff. Questions get answered in Better Call Saul and El Camino. Okay, well, I need to know more. The Sopranos is better than Breaking Bad. Yeah, I've heard that too. And people say if they like that, then the top 5 shows on every list are Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Sopranos, Lost, and Prison Break, maybe? That sounds pretty familiar. And I've not watched any of them until I started watching them on YouTube. So I'm hoping by the end of my YouTube spell, I would have got through all 5. But I don't know how long I'm going to be on YouTube for, to be fair. But I don't have any plans of stopping anytime soon. Lost is one of your favorites. Yes. Just had surgery and watched the series again while recovering. Oh, Sam, I hope whatever surgery you had, you are fully recovered from it and life is better for it. Have I seen Lord of the Rings? Yep, Lord of the Rings. I did Lord of the Rings on this channel. Although the way I presented it, because I was still trying to figure out how to get footage past the copyright claims on YouTube, which, by the way, side note, is stressful as hell. So yeah, I have reacted to Lord of the Rings on this channel. However, it is like there's a grid over the footage, which some people have complained makes it unwatchable. But you can be the judge, jury, and executioner of that if you want. But yeah, it's there available if you want to watch along with me. Yep, I did do Lord of the Rings already. Poor girl, I know. What about the boys? Yeah, so Lily said, because I went live the other day to test out this camera, and Lily was saying about the boys, and she kind of strong armed me into it. So I definitely told her that I'm going to get into that before the year is up. So anyone who likes the boys, which I've been told is about superheroes, watch this space because that is pretty high up the watch list of things that are coming. Since you like Game of Thrones, Rome is great. 2 seasons with 22 episodes. Is that each? So that could be a deal breaker because that makes it 44. A lot of betrayal, intrigue, and battles. Historical correct. Highly recommend. Okay, I'll definitely look into that, especially if it's only 2 seasons because that's like a little mini series that doesn't take up. Is not such a big commitment like The Walking Dead. I like Leftovers, but nowhere to watch it. Yeah, where would I go about watching it? That is a good one. I shouldn't need to know this. Yeah, Sam, the Titanic videos, they are in 2 parts, so make sure you watch part 1 first. Or, because part 2, spoiler alert, I'm just crying the whole time because it's halfway through the film. Hank has such a brilliant evolution. He really, really, really did. I did not think I was going to like him at all. And I really did. I was, at the end, I was rooting for him to capture Walt. I was thinking, what? I'm such a bloody turncoat. I was on Walt's side this whole time, and now I'm like, yeah, Hank, bang him up. But then he got banged up. Now that's done, it's time to go back to the real world. Let's go Walking Dead. Yep, that is next. It'll either come out Monday, and if not, the following Monday. I might get a few episodes under my belt edited, so I have some stacked up, scheduled, so I don't fall behind. Yeah, Jesse was meant to be killed off in season 1, and he never took acting classes. Yeah, someone else said that earlier on in a live. That is shocking to me. And the fact that he never took any acting classes, how do you perfect your craft so much without taking lessons? I don't understand. Maybe because he's surrounded by such good actors themselves, it's like learning on a job, isn't it? But yeah, I definitely really appreciated his reactions. Okay, I'm so far behind on this chat. Okay, let me have a drink because my mouth's going dry. Then let me have some vape that's gone dry out my mouth, and then we'll get back to it. Now, I've lost where I was anyway. Rank the 5 seasons of Breaking Bad. Okay, yeah. 5 seasons of Breaking Bad. Oh, it might actually go in order. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think, and that's not to say the first season was bad at all. I just think the show got progressively better. They really rode the momentum, and they didn't burn out at all. Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go with that, and I would definitely recommend it to everyone who hasn't seen it. The Boys is a great show, probably the best show still running on TV. Season 4 is coming out next year. Noted. Good to know. I never thought about that. That's a way to watch. Thanks. Yeah, through other reactors. When I edit my videos, I try and get the whole story of episode into the video. So just in case people haven't watched it, or it's been years and years since they watched it, they can kind of still keep up with the plot along with my reaction. I don't know if that works, but no one's complained so far. So I think I'm doing an all right job with that. Bob Odenkirk is really funny. He was in a sketch show called Mr. Show in the 90s. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I need to get more into the other content that these actors have been part of because they're all just so talented at what they do. I feel like I'm missing out on so much. Saul is just kind of a funny side character in Breaking Bad. In Better Call Saul is one of the most interested in. Yeah, I wanted to expand more on Saul because I found him interesting as it was. So knowing that there's a whole show for him, pretty exciting times for when I do get around to watching it. Oh, Stranger Things is super good, but the end of it was not good. Noted. Lost is decent, but it's not even top 30 shows of all time. Okay. Well, every list that I've looked up said it was. So, but I mean, it's, it's all perspective. What you appreciate, what, takes your fancy. I've been very, very lucky. I've not got to a show, finished the first season, and thought, this is not good. I don't want to watch it anymore. I've always wanted to carry on. But who knows? Eventually, I'm going to get around to a show that just does not take my interest. But luckily, it hasn't happened yet. I would miss you so much if you quit YouTube. Yep, I've got no plans of stopping anytime soon. This community here is great, and I also get paid to watch TV. So, how good is that kind of gig? Ozark was okay until the terrible final season. Ain't never heard of it. Okay, so Boys is on Amazon Prime. That's good because I pay a lot of money for my Amazon Prime and hardly ever utilize it. Okay, see you later, Rusty. I don't know if you're still here by the time you see this, but you're off skis. So adios. Have a fantastic weekend. Lost is a lot of work for a poor payoff. Oh, well, I don't want to invest a lot of time if I'm just gonna be meh at the end. But we shall see. Lord of the Rings prequels comes out in a couple of weeks. I didn't know they were doing a prequel. Okay, I'll have to look into that because I'm kind of already invested in Lord of the Rings, considering the main trilogy is on my channel. No Damon Lindelof show is in a top 10, let alone top 5. I'm assuming that's who made Lost. I don't know. I don't know if even heard of this person. Yeah, okay. Rome is 22 episodes overall, not each season. Stunning, like that. The Green Mile. Wait, oh, where's it gone? Sam, I think you just said react to the Green Mile. Let me just find the comment. Sam, you are going to have the best day, honey, after we get off this live, because I've also reacted to the Green Mile on this channel. Titanic, Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, they are all in my, if you go on my channel into my playlist section, they are under tearjerkers. So yeah, spoiler alert, I cry at that shit too. Okay, The Leftovers is a HBO series. Oh, well, consider I'm paying a subscription for that. I might as well make the most of it. Yeah, rocks. I have seen, everything that Sam's mentioned. I feel like we're on the same wavelength. I've already done them, so feel free to go watch them afterwards. The Boys is definitely one of the best TV shows on TV right now. That is promising because like I said, I've already promised someone that I'm going to get to that by the end of the year. Yes, this Monday would suit me better. I want to give it a go. If I've got time this weekend, I'm definitely going to I'm going to watch at least one and get it edited for Monday, please. Fat cigars over vapes. I get so confused about cigars. Do you inhale the smoke? Do you not? I do not understand. Check out the table reading of Breaking Bad. Oh, I didn't know they had a table reading and there was footage of it. I would definitely be watching that. I'm gonna watch a lot of Breaking Bad post content and behind the scenes content now that I finished the show. I smoke 20 packs of cigarettes each day so I can get lung cancer and be water white. Well, let's not hope for it. I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should be smoking because that is completely your prerogative. But let's hope you got some good, strong genes. I want to be Walter White too. Guys, you were so crazy. We do not want to be Walter White. Did you not see how stressful his life was? Okay. Iko, your season ranking is 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. Ah, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, definitely 5. I feel like 5's going to be the top for everyone, isn't it? Really. Yep. Yeah. I would. I mean, I want to stick with my original 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but I'm really liking that order too. I could see why that would be that way for you, and for many people, I assume. Yep, Lily. Yep, that's how you found my channel. Oh my god, you've been here a while since the Green Mile days. Sam, that sucks. Weed is legal in California. I know. And it's not legal here, so I'm not allowed to smoke it, and so I don't smoke it. When they filmed the flash forward of Walt buying the gun for his trunk, sorry, and eating breakfast, they had no idea what the ending would be. Oh, really? So they were like, we're just going to sprinkle this in and not even know ourselves what the payoff's going to be. That's risky as hell. I mean, luckily it paid off. But that is so risky. Lost is like McDonald's. Breaking Bad is like a good gourmet meal. Lost is cheap and kind of easy to make, but it's good. Okay. Oh, see, now I don't know what I'm going to do next. I mean, I've got a while. I've got a couple of months of Walking Dead before I figure it out, and I'll make sure to chat with all of you guys before I do make a choice. But yeah, I'll have a couple of months off. Wait, no. Yeah, I'll have a couple of months off before I introduce another big, long TV show. See, yeah, a lot of people are polarized on their opinions about Lost as well. Some people love it, some people don't. Rox loves it. He has watched a lot of times. I stopped Walking Dead around season 5 or 6. Yep, a lot of people have done that. I've heard that so many times. I might even do that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel come the end of season 6. I might really be into it. A lot of people didn't watch Game of Thrones 7 or 8 and didn't like that, but I did. So who knows? Okay, Lanx, you have to leave. Well, yeah, I'm about to leave too, and my computer's about to die. It's just told me that my battery is running low. So I've got about 10 more minutes. But have fun, stay safe, and I shall see you soon. Band of Brothers is 10 episodes on HBO, and it's probably the best war movie show ever. See, I'm like, I don't really care for war movies and TV shows. But then I watched Breaking Bad, which is kind of a war TV show, and I was obsessed. So who knows? Inhaling cigar smoke is bad for a bad time. Well, yeah, that's what I thought. That's why whenever I have had a cigar, which isn't often, but when I do, I don't inhale. And then I think, what is the point? Because this is not like fixing my nicotine craving. Dark is an excellent series and not too long. One of the best shows, amazing stories, but requires 100% while watching. I like to try give 100% anyway. I mean, I know obviously I give commentary during the shows that I'm watching, but I do try to find like breaks in dialogue so I can quickly before I miss out on anything. And anything that I do miss out on, I usually pick up when I'm editing later. Okay, you are literally Walter White. In what sense? Well, actually, don't tell me if it's going to incriminate you. Oh, okay. So Posthuman don't know if season 5 is their favorite, but they love the middle seasons. The lab seasons are so good. Yeah, for sure. I feel like when I rewatch Breaking Bad, because it's like one of those shows that I feel like I'm going to have to rewatch, I'm going to get a better appreciation of everything, which I'm really excited to do. I was paused. Yeah, I think it's because my battery was low and it was telling me that. And my internet connection is while I was premiering the last episode along with you guys, it kept cutting out. I was like, don't be cutting out, I'm about to go live. So sorry if it did. There's no episode of Sopranos I ever skip, but I always skip the happy birthday scene. Oh, I don't want to know. All right, this was fun, but you got to go. Bye, Rox. Thank you so much for joining me. The Walking Dead season 6 was amazing. 7 and 8 were bad, but it's worth sticking through because 9 and 10 are great. 9 to 11, sorry. Ah, okay. Noted. Yeah, well, if season 7 and 8 are bad, that's only like 30 episodes. Only 30 episodes, he says. Now that I've said it, I'm like, oh my god, I've got to go through 30 episodes of shit TV before it gets good again. We'll see how it is when it gets to it. No promises. I'm gonna go watch the finale. Okay, yeah, Sam, you go. Have fun. Yeah, we're all slowly starting to come down from this live now, which is good because I feel bad like leaving people on red basically. And we can continue the conversation back on the finale video down in the comment section for people that still want to be having a conversation. But let me finish what is being written so far. Oh, I'm almost there. Better Call Saul is slower pace. The people that don't like it expected it to be fast paced as Breaking Bad. Okay, I'm down for some slower paced stuff. Oh yeah, the same comment again. Better Call Saul with slower pace, but so jam packed full of so many good, great writing. The slower pace really let them get into detail. See, yeah, I mean, as much as I like the action stuff, I do like a good character development storyline as well. So slower paced things don't really bother me that much. What I do find though with slower paced stuff is it's hard to give a running commentary with because I'm like just focused and listening. That sometimes when I come to editing, I think, oh my god, I've not even spoke for 10 minutes. I'm not spoiling, but you are literally not going to be able to skip season 7 after that season 6 finale. Okay, noted. There's plenty to comment on it, so don't worry about it. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to start slowly wrapping this up. My last final thoughts on Breaking Bad is the show is a 10 out of 10 kind of show. Did not know what I was getting into at the beginning of it. So glad I stuck through with it. So thankful for everyone who stuck with it with me and watched me experience it for the first time. It's been a whole entire year, 62 episodes. Haven't regretted a single thing. Would seriously recommend this to anyone and everyone, but I feel like I'm one of the last to the party. But I would definitely recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it. Next up is The Walking Dead 4 and 5. And sprinkled in between that is House of Dragon. We've got a few Disney films coming up throughout September and October. I want to get back to continuing scary horror movie franchises that I have been watching. But I'll use my community tab to inform you guys of any changes, any schedules that may be popping up. Thank you all so much for joining me. And if you were literally only here for Breaking Bad and you'll never see my face again, I really do wish you all the best in life. Stay safe out there. It is a mad, crazy world, and all we can do is just like plod along. So I hope you plod along in the happiest, healthy version of yourself that you can. And to everyone else, thank you for your continued support. And I'm really looking forward to the next few months. So stay safe out there. Take care. Stay in school and don't do drugs. Oh, I'm gonna miss saying that as a sign off. But yeah, take care, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend, and hopefully see you Monday.